Welcome back. In the previous part, we saw single child widgets. So in this part, we are going to see multi-child widgets. Multi-child widgets are the widgets that can hold more than one child. These include rows, columns, list view, and grid views. In this video, we are going to have a look at column and row widgets. Let's see the column widget first. It is a widget that displays its children in a vertical array. So here we have an example. We have a column. Inside the column we have three children. We have the text widget, we have another text widget, and the expanded widget which has a Flutter logo in it. The output should look something like this. So we have two lines of text and the expanded widget which contains the Flutter logo. Let's go to Android Studio and experience it for ourselves. So here we are again in the application that we are developing in the previous part. What I will do here is I will collapse the center widget using this arrow over here, and I will remove it altogether and I will replace it with a column widget. Column widget now has multiple children, and children is actually a list of widgets that we can have in a column. So let's have a container with red color. Let's first change the color of the scaffold back to white. So the columns try to be as small as possible. That's the reason why we cannot see containers. So in the previous part we saw that containers try to be as big as possible, but they can only be so big as much as their parent allows them to be. So in this case the parent, that is the column, tries to be as small as possible, and since the containers are unbounded, they will also fit to the dimensions of their column. So for that we have to use the expanded widget. So we have the red container over here. Expanded is nothing but a widget which will evenly distribute the available space in a column or row to its children. So now we have only one container of red color. So the expanded widget has given all the available space to the red container. Let's make some more copies of it. Let's change the color for each of them. Let's have a green, purple, reload the application. And you can now see that the expanded widget has distributed the available space evenly between the three columns. Okay, so what if we have some custom containers with a custom height? So let's remove the expanded widgets and give the containers some height. Let's say 100 pixels and reload it. And now we can see that all the three containers are stacked towards the top of the column. Okay, so the column has an attribute which is main axis alignment, which controls the alignment of its children on its main axis, that is the vertical axis in case of column. So let's have main axis alignment dot center. Let's reload this, and now we can see that all the three columns have been stacked towards the center of the column. Let's try the other methods available. We have end, which will align the containers towards the end of the column. We have start. This will align the containers towards the top of the column. Then we have space V, which will separate the containers evenly in the column. And lastly we have space around. So we have even spaces around the containers. The row widget is very similar to a column, except the children are arranged in a horizontal manner from left to right. So if we just replace the column with the row widget, we can see that we have nothing, because row widgets also try to be as small as possible, and since the containers have no width, we cannot see anything despite we have height for the containers. So let's replace height with width. So let's have a width of 100 pixels for each of these containers and reload it. And now we can see the containers one after the other in a horizontal manner from left to right. For the row, the main axis is the horizontal axis. So let's set the main axis alignment to center and reload this. And now we can see the containers stacked in the center of the row. Similar to main axis, we have something called as cross-axis alignment, which you might have guessed. It aligns the children along the cross-axis, that is the vertical axis in case of row and the horizontal axis in case of a column. Here we have cross-axis alignment. Center. I will make some changes to the containers. I will give them variable height so that we can see the difference. Now if we reload that, we can see that the red and the green ones are in the center. Let's change the cross-axis alignment to start. And if I reload that, we can see the red and green containers sticking towards the top of the screen. Let's try end, and now we can see that they are touching the bottom of the row. And as I had said before, rows try to occupy the least space possible, so that is the reason why these containers are not hitting the bottom of the screen. That's because the row is only till this point over here. We can actually see the boundaries. So if we go to Flutter Inspector, here we can see that the row actually has boundary till over here and not till the bottom of the screen. Let's switch back to column and see what cross-axis alignment has its effect on a column. And to see this effect, we will have to change the width of the containers. So let's have this as 50 and this as 70. And now you can clearly see the effect. Let's try with center, and you can clearly see the difference. So the key takeaway here is that in column, the main axis is the vertical axis and the cross axis is the horizontal axis. And just opposite to that, in row, the main axis is along the horizontal axis and the cross axis is along the vertical axis. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Get subscribed to the Forgotten Programmer and stay tuned for more episodes. Keep coding folks, and I will see you in the next part.